Today I'm going to show you how to paint a picture on a cake. This looks very impressive, but it's surprisingly easy to make. Let's get started. We'll start by choosing a picture that you want to draw. Use any online tool you can find to cartoonize the picture. This is just to make the lines and shades of colors more distinctive. So when I place a piece of parchment paper on top of this, I will be able to see it more clearly and know where to have a lighter or darker color. Adjust the picture size so it will fit the cake pan nicely. I'm also going to flip the picture before I print it because the bottom part will become the top of the cake, so I'm actually painting it the other way around. You get the picture. Cut out a piece of parchment paper that will fit the pan. Secure the parchment paper on the picture and secure both on the board. Now we're going to prepare the decorating batter to draw a design. First, mix the room temperature softened butter and egg white. Then sift the powdered sugar and cake flour in there and mix until all well combined. The batter will be very thick in the beginning, don't worry about it. Keep mixing until it's smooth. Now divide the batter and color them accordingly. Color them with gel food color. I'm making 2 cakes today with 2 different pictures, so I have more colors here. You will just have to color the batter according to the picture you selected. Transfer all batter to a piping bag once colored. Let's start drawing. Start with the outline. When done with the outline, put it in the freezer for 10 minutes. This way we won't risk smudging it later when we fill in the rest of the colors. Now carefully fill in the colors. You only need very little batter. I used 35 grams of each ingredient today because the weight of the large egg white today is 35 grams. I always start by weighing the egg white, then use that number as the weight I need for other ingredients. But you can certainly cut this recipe down in half if you want to. I'm only showing you how to paint with the cake batter in this video. You can watch my other chiffon cake videos to make the chiffon cake. You can pretty much make any flavor of cake. Of course, a light color cake will look better with a painting like this. When done, we will have to put this in the freezer for 30 minutes. I usually will start making the actual cake after about 15 to 20 minutes in. Don't worry if you leave this in the freezer longer, it will be okay. For this cake design, the side of the middle part is just cream and fruit. So you will have to decide if you want to present this cake with or without the cake color. If you are planning to keep the cake color around the cake, then you can use a regular whipped cream frosting, as what I usually do for almost all of my chiffon cakes. But if you are planning to present this cake without the cake color, then you can make a lightly salted whipped buttercream. The butter in buttercream will firm up after we refrigerated it, so it's perfect to hold up with the design without the support of a cake color. This whipped buttercream goes very well with a chiffon cake because it's light in taste. I will provide the link on how to make that. As you can see, I still have plenty of drawing batter left even after drawing 2 pictures. I'm applying a little bit of batter in the pan before placing the parchment paper on it to secure it in place. Take the drawing out from the freezer and place it on the pan. Transfer the batter into it immediately. Bake it just as how I usually bake my 6-inch chiffon cake. 300 degrees for 40 minutes, then increase the temperature to 320 degrees for 5 minutes. Once it's out of the oven, tap it on the table once, then cool it upside down. It will take 2 to 3 hours to cool completely. Now that the cake is cool, remove it from the pan carefully, then slice it into 3 layers. I'm going to use a round cutter to cut one of the slices smaller. This is the one that will be in the middle. If you don't have a round cutter, just cut it with a knife. It doesn't have to be perfectly round because it will be covered up by buttercream. I will also cut some strawberries in a heart shape to match the mother and baby picture. Let's start decorating. Apply a little bit of cream at the bottom to secure the cake to the cake board. Now apply a layer of buttercream, then place the smaller slice of cake on there. Wrap this up with a cake collar and secure it with sticky tape. Normally, if you're doing this, you'll go ahead and start wrapping this with a cake collar right away. But since I want you to have a better view, I did it after adding the second layer. Arrange some strawberries around the cake. Now pipe some buttercream to fill in the gap and cover the layer. Finally, place the bottom of the cake on top with a design on it. Put this in the fridge to set for about an hour. And this is now completed. Thanks for watching.